back from last night?
Yeah, I mean, the score, you don't really. We didn't play probably bad in the first period. We were down 2-0. We didn't play bad, in the second period last night. They scored just two egregious errors. And that's, right now, that's what we are. We're a team that, when we get some stuff going, we're going to take a penalty. Or we're going to give up breakaway because, we make a poor decision at the blue line or, try to stick handle through somebody. So those are all huge momentum plays. That the last couple weekends we've really struggled keeping momentum and just doing that simple thing all the time. And that's, that's a challenge for us to figure that out and just play the same way all the time. But the effort was good. I was proud of how hard the guys worked. Fives really.
I thought Charlie Russell played well tonight, and I thought Owen Fowler was really strong on the penalty kill.
Yeah, those guys played really well tonight. And he had two, obviously. So, they gave us watches.
So you were able to get to Colgate's net a lot more efficiently than the previous game weeks. What did you like that? Why did you do that?
Well, I mean, we got to be able to score goals around the net. Like, we didn't. Oh, I guess on the power play, it's kind of a greasy goal. We had probably 4 or 5 chances around the net in the third that we couldn't get to the rebound because, we just kind of stand up straight or we take a shot and then we let someone push us off the net. So that's something we got to be better at. We got to be able to. I mean, their kid played well tonight, their goalie. So, the next thing is you just get pucks and men in front of the net, and Jay Lipinski is a guy that has to, Thomas Friel's outstanding at that. That's where he makes a living. And, Lipper's a guy that should be a guy that can do that. He's got to work on the technique around with it, power play at 5-on-5, but he's there. It's just the next piece of it. It's how do you capitalize.
How big was Justin's goal there early in the third? How much juice do you feel like that gave the rest of the guys?
It gave us a lot. I didn't even see it, to be honest. Like, I must take a funny bounce, so that was a little fortunate, I guess. But he just seems to find a way to get to score, which is a good treat to have. Yeah.
Yeah, this one right off the end wall and right onto his stick, right into the slot.
So. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
It looks like we just dumped it in and then it came to us. So, it's nice to get bounce up there.
As galvanized as we can, I wouldn't like this be, being able to score big goals at big moments for the first time all year. But, I guess time will tell, but.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, he played to win every game. But you have to have a process to that first. We don't really have that as a team yet. We have some guys that have it. And then, with all the fresh faces, we have some guys that, struggle to just do the same thing all the time. So, the effort and the attitude, we call it E&A, they had it. I think they had it last time. It wasn't like we didn't play hard. Even if we played hard. And the next piece of it is playing smart and disciplined, and that's more long ways from now.
And you might not be able to take much of a look at this. I don't know how much you're able to, but across the college hockey landscape, with all these CHL guys, it seems like there's a lot of teams that should be really good that are struggling so hard.
Yeah, I think that's, I think everybody thinks that, a lot of time at the beginning of the season, you get ranked in whatever polls, or and it's all based on what happened last year. Like, we're not that. We're going to be our own team, whatever that is. So people telling us that we're going to be real good. We know in our locker room what we are, and right now we're a team grinding to find what we are. Find our identity. So, you're going to see that you see it every year. I think they're going to see more of it this year with a lot of players that no one knows much about with the CHL stuff. So, but we're just focused on trying to figure out what we're doing.
Good bounce back game from Alvin tonight, especially after the first period. Do you think?
Yeah, he made a couple good stops. He obviously fought it the whole weekend. And he knows it, but he'll be fine. But after giving up those two chances, and they got two in the first, it was good to see him make some big staves on that stretch.
What did you like about this win?
I like the effort. It was hard. They're a good team.
Yeah.
They, and then they get a lead and they don't make it. They pack it in. You have a lot of zone time. You get, and but it's hard to generate on them. And then, you know, we obviously took way too many penalties both nights. Anytime you get momentum, it seemed like we're going to the box. But they didn't quit, you know, and we didn't, you know, I'm sure they're frustrated at times, and I thought the bench was good. You know, a lot of that's the coaching staff. Like, I was brutal last night on the bench. I've been brutal the last couple of weekends, just frustration. You know, you know, some of that, you know, that seeps into the guys too. So it's all of us. It's not just saying this guy played well or that guy played well. It's, you know, it's the whole control, everything we do as a staff, and it's, yeah, you know, so it's, it was good to see the guys just keep calling.
Saturday was probably the best period of the weekend.
Yeah, yeah,
Would you agree with it?
I mean, it felt like it. You know, then it felt like they'd come down and like they'd almost score. We'd have it be in the zone for a minute or two, and then they come down and almost score. So it's like, you know, those are the things that we got to be able to. It can't be, okay, we're playing offense. Okay, they break out, and then, you know, it's a 2-on-2, and then we get beat up the ice. It's a 3-on-2, and all of a sudden it's in the back of our net. That's an immature thing. I thought that happened a couple times, but the energy was good.